Hi, I'm Kenneth Wajda. I'm a professional photographer here in Colorado. Welcome to another one of my photography talks. Today I'm going to talk about gear. Specifically, really old gear. This is a Tower box camera, probably from, I'm guessing, the 30s or 40s, maybe even the 50s. But Tower was the Sears brand. That's the brand they would put on things that other people made and they could sell through their company. And this one is interesting because when I look for box cameras sometimes, I look for ones that take 120 film because there are a lot of them that take 620 film, and I don't want to respool anything or pay all that much for 620 film. So 120 film, which is readily available, you can still use in this. And one of the most fascinating things, I've always looked at old postcards and old photographs and I thought, man, they are so tack sharp. How is it possible they made them so sharp? Well, this is the size of the negative. This shoots a 6x9 negative. And then when they printed those photos, they would often contact print them right onto the paper with no enlarger. The enlarger is what, projects the image, and it loses some of its quality in projection probably compared to a direct print, right? A 6x9 camera, they made these often with an f11 aperture, so that the process of this camera was, if you shoot outside in bright light, everything will be in focus. And if you hold it still, the shutter, which has only like one shutter speed, it's probably got like a 60th or 125th of a second shutter speed, and it's got two apertures. This one has a f11 and it probably has an f8, but it has two apertures, and most of them don't even have any but one, like an f11. And the point is, if you work with it outside, you'll get a photograph. The film latitude will compensate for the lighting, and then they would contact print that big giant negative, 6x9. That's why those photographs were so sharp, because they were using such a large negative and they weren't enlarging them. They were direct contact printing them. I found a great website that I'll post in the links below, and it's about box cameras, and it's all the different variations of box cameras. It's great for the way he photographs the box cameras and talks about them and talks about the features, and even like the most expensive one that he talks about that you could buy on eBay is like 30 bucks. And I picked this up for, I think, 10 at an antique store on my trip back from the East Coast. And what I like about this is it has a viewfinder. A lot of them have two windows. One window here for shooting verticals as a waist level finder, and then one viewfinder here, waist level viewfinder for shooting horizontals. This one actually has a little tunnel viewfinder on it, so I can hold it up and I can see what I'm shooting. That looks like a vertical frame because I'm oriented vertical, and that looks like a horizontal frame. Anyway, I like the idea of contact printing, and I'm going to do that. The reason I picked this up is because I want to run a roll of 120 into it, and I want to contact print it so that I can see how is it able to shoot and make a photograph. Like I said, you see in antique stores and in paper shows all the time, photographs that are that exact same size, 6x9. And that's why, because they had a negative that they could direct print with. I'm fascinated by all that kind of stuff. And I'm fascinated by the history of how we've made photographs, but yet we still can. All right, that's today's photography talk. Do you have a box camera? Are you going to get one? If you're enjoying these, hit the subscribe button. We'll talk some more. And if you're able to support, hit the Patreon. Thanks. See you next time.